Good evening, my feral friends. It's been a beautiful day, and I'm back like several hours later. I hope you're doing well, having a fantastic day whenever this message may find you. Earlier, I was saying that God wanted me to clear out some space. He wanted me to do a whole thing. It was an interesting morning, and as I find all my mornings to be these days, before I do anything, I literally, even before I open my eyes, I say a little prayer and I ask for the day to be led and I say, Lord, take control. Lead me to where you want me to go and I will follow. And I admit, sometimes I'm a little bit more skeptical of the direction. Sometimes, I'm being honest, I question it. Like, am I hearing you correctly? But I kid you not, at the end of the day, every single time I can see his imprint on the day, the impact on the world around me, just because I obeyed him. So, today I received a verse, and it's, but if we confess our sins to him, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all wickedness. 1 John 1:9, I believe. So it's been an extremely difficult and overly emotional season for so many. And I'm no exception. In 2020, so many lives were changed forever in so many ways, and mine absolutely was uprooted again and again and again. And I never quite got my footing stable enough to keep moving forward with any kind of purpose or intention or direction. I kept trying, but it was one thing after another thing after another thing. Once again, big life altering shifts had taken place, and boom, bam, I now realize what was happening, and understanding my nervous system went into a state of fawn or freeze. It's because a dysfunction I was unaware of was making it impossible for me to actually do anything productive. I went into a downward spiral of living in the world, trying to keep myself sane, not realizing somehow by reaching for teachings from long ago in my past, and they were it was a traumatic past, all the while not realizing that those actions affected those around me. In my mind, I was aware of what was happening and trying to not give into the fear being fed to the world. But unfortunately, I think I was feeding that fear into my own life. And by default, those around me. It was already a very difficult time. Fast forward to my mother's passing, same thing. Nervous system overwhelmed, overloaded, and fawn or freeze response kicked in. The first year, I couldn't make heads or tails of anything. It's not that I've been unaware, once again, of this pattern. In fact, I believe this pattern has been broken or had been broken at one point many years before 2020. With all the studying and researching I've been doing, different people I've talked to over the last several years, but really more so almost obsessively over the last several months. And also the rapid advancements of understanding the mind and the body and the spirit, and the culmination of the intertwining of it has really become clear to me that there is a reason for classification of symptoms and their impacts as to be able to create a label. Thus, obviously, being able, hopefully, to identify the problem and get to the very root of the problem. And it's a lot. It's layered. It's like an onion. Those roots are deep. But if you can find it within yourself to do the deep, deep, deep and painfully raw work, it's amazing how much better you feel and how much peace you have. It just overcomes you. You can literally breathe deeper and slower with such happiness and joy. The appreciation of the life God has given you. All you really want to do is His will, even when you're not sure exactly what He's doing through you. Just ask Him for His direction, listen to Him, obey, and when He asks, my child, what do you want? And you actually know, that's when His will be done on earth as it is in heaven, because He will make it so. So in addition to myself, this message is of the moment I had. Another one I thought maybe later. I've gotten actually, I was sitting here and meditating, thinking about this. This was a message that He gave me earlier when He was like, okay, I want you to clear some space, sit here, do this whole thing. So I cleared space, but no, when He wanted me to clear space, He wanted me to clear space. It's spring, it's beautiful time. It's beautiful time. It is beautiful time. It is beautiful, and it is a time of new beginnings, of all sorts of things. And so, no, He wanted me to get the lawnmower out and the machete from earlier and just clear some space. So that took a couple of hours or so, give or take, maybe a little bit more. And then I worked on some more of tomorrow's class for the meditative yin sound class that I'm doing, my timing. And that's the thing. Meditation, to slow down and breathe and be still, is one of the most difficult things for me to do. I've actually had a couple people suggest that, because I have a YouTube channel, which is kind of funny, to me anyways. Excuse me. And I've had a couple people suggest that I set it up and either do like a live or post them, because some people might want to do a nice yin meditation in the evening. So I might look at doing that, because I really do want to help people. I've learned so much about myself, and the people that I talk to, they tell me that I've had a positive influence on certain aspects of situations, and that makes me feel like maybe my purpose is that I'm coming into my purpose slowly. There's something to be said about holding space, and the way that I understand it now, and I understand that people understand things differently, but when I am talking about holding space for someone or a group of people, I'm literally inviting them into my space and the exchange of those energies. So I've had to work on being able to steady myself and not bring certain things into certain situations that don't belong there. And through that process, that I hope has transpired across all parts of my life. When someone tells me they have a problem, I immediately want to fix it. And I realize I'm not the fixer. Sometimes people just need you to and listen and just be there. I'm learning how much more powerful the quiet is than all the chatter, all the noise. To be honest, I can't even really tell you what's going on in the world. I can feel that there's shifting. I can feel that there's rumblings and dis-ease and a whole bunch of other things, but I'm learning to separate different energies, and different energies feel different. My energy is intertwined with a few different people, and I think that that is why I sometimes have these overly anxious moments. I have 3 sons for all purpose sakes, and each of them have such a part of my heart that if one of them is just out of sync a little, I feel it. There's so many things in the world that I don't need to feel, and I don't want to feel. And then there are so many things that I am feeling that will have to be dealt with and released. And that's the thing. Without the anger, it's all the other emotions, and they're not good contained. And sometimes they don't need to be controlled. They just need to be acknowledged and released. Meditation is an amazing tool to get into alignment with God, with self, with being, stillness, and truth will find its way to you. I don't know why I think some of the things I think and believe some of the things that I believe, but I know I hear God, and I'm not giving up on things that He is telling me to do or to say, or anything that I'm literally compelled to do. And my mission, my purpose, it sounds so, it's love. It's love. L-O-V-E, love. Love. To love, to be loved. Forgiveness, gratitude, thankfulness. There truly is always something to be thankful for. And if you have God, even on your worst days, you have a reason to be hopeful and joyful and happy. So, I have this list as I was meditating out here of a whole bunch of other things. He was literally giving me Bible verses, like Luke 22:42, which actually comes from a book that our church handed out for Easter. So I might do something on that later. I have to go and work on my timing still and my meditation for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm excited, but I'm nervous. So fingers crossed. And more than anything, I feel pretty ready to hold space for whoever it is that shows up. And I'm excited. And I've decided, because I've been told, that those that are supposed to be in my space will be in my space. And over a period of time, we'll see what that space looks like. So I appreciate anybody that actually listens to me and comments or likes, or if there's any of that stuff. I'm told that I'm supposed to like do that or ask that or whatever. So God bless you. Thank you. You are appreciated. You are loved. I hope that you have had a fabulous day. And like I said, maybe later this evening, I will have some more insight for anybody that's interested. God bless. Be happy.